up? What's good, people? What is up? What is they went from the fourth level of hell and sent us down to the seventh level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. Mike.
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's Meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really let casting wardrobe? Y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not gonna see it. We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, "Baby, you ate on this first date. You giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Well, you gonna run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins." That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Ooh, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was supposed to, I thought Lil Murder was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Murder was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Girl. Uncle Cliff, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. Well, he had it on look like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Yala Van Zap's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup, clumped here everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. Like, you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. Yeah. Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see it. Hit me up in my DMs. I do want to see if you have a blue thong or a blue jock strap or something like that. I'd love to see it. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy.
Jesus Christ, superstar. What's going on, y'all? What is up? What is up? What is up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Hey, y'all. Hey. What is going on? What is up today with everyone? I hope that you are having a tantalizing Tuesday. Hopefully better than mine, because Tuesdays are my busiest days of the week, and they get butter from the duck on Tuesday. Okay, that's good. So which one we want to pour for? I think I'm going to do this one first. Listen, I'm having a great day. A great day. It's now much greater now that I'm here with y'all, and I get to hang out with y'all and see y'all. So that makes my Tuesday a lot greater. I'm always glad when I could come on here and hang out with the cool kids, all my wonderful pupils. Let me make sure I put in the members only chat that Harold already put that we live. Thank you, Harold. Harold's starting to finally come around to his duties as a hall monitor. So shout out to Harold and shout out to all of the hall monitors. Shout out to the hall monitors. What is going on with this? Okay. That should be on. Sorry about that, y'all. My internet, it'd be wonky sometimes, so I had to refresh it. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, that's good. So y'all, the dossier, listen, the scariest thing, those who've been here for a while, y'all know the scariest thing for me is when the dossier is not that packed. Like when there's a light dossier, that just means that we're just gonna go off on these beautiful tangents and just have these great conversations. And also let me say this. I got some inboxes last night about about yesterday's conversation, specifically the conversation with and about Gerard Carmichael. And so I was asked whether I would do more or add more commentary to it, or one person asked, could we extend the conversation? I said, if I do that, I definitely want to have other individuals up here to add their own commentary to it. Someone else, I had three messages about it. Someone else asked, would I be reviewing either reviewing the show or having weekly commentary on it? Um and I said that I would do it as needed. I said that I would watch it, like I told you yesterday. I am going to be watching it. However, as I am watching it, I will watch it to see what I can take from it, and if there's necessary commentary that I need to make, I will. Certainly I want to break down or unpack um or shed light on some things that I think may be giving the wrong depiction of my community. So as needed, I certainly will come on and we'll do all of those things. Um where am I? Okay. So let's do that. Let me say hi to y'all. Let me take some attendance and then we'll be ready to go. Go ahead and start doing your bell ringer assignment, which is for you to hit the like button, share the video out. I set up this live very late in the game. So I really need y'all to hit the like button. Really, really, really do the stanky leg on that like button today or dislike, either one. But let's get into the algorithm. Hey Harold, hey. Tracy W, what's going on? Raphael, how are you, bruh? Fran J, good to see you over there. Jason, what's good, bruh? Catherine Powell, I'm glad that you found your seat today in the classroom. Good to see you. Sharice, how is everything going over there on the West Coast? I saw you last night doing your duties as mod over there on Scotty's channel. Sharice be over there working. She be over there working on Scotty's channel as a mod over there. Glad to have you over here, my love. Um we are going to get a politics of it all, Raphael. We probably won't this week because I'm going on vacation starting late Wednesday night, early Thursday morning. I'll be on vacation until next week. I won't be back until Tuesday. Where's Xavier? Don't forget I'm going to be in Vegas this weekend. Hello. Tanya, there go my boo. Y'all know I always get happy when I see my boo Tanya. Hey Tanya, how are you, boo? Hey, to my boo Tanya. Hey Miss Kiki, Cassandra, how are you? Montrez, what's good, bruh? There go Xavier right there. Red Bird, how you doing? Amber, how is everything, my love? Spicy Original, how you doing? Um, and Majani or Majini, how are you? You working way up my well, thank you so much. I'm doing the best I can. Now tell me, is it Majini or Majani? I don't want to get it wrong. I try to do well. I try to do right by people's names and get it right. And unlike my big sis really be as bad with names, I try to be good about getting people's names right. So correct me, give me the phonetic pronunciation if you can, and I'll make sure I get that right. You come at the wrong time. We got inventory. See, oh, me, Jeannie. Can I just say Jeannie? Is Jeannie okay? Is it okay if I just say Genie? Y'all see Xavier, y'all see the setup with Xavier. Y'all see Xavier already setting up that I'm coming to his town and he gonna make sure he don't have a chance to see me. That's fine, Xavier. I'm gonna have a time whether or not I see you or not. I'm gonna have a good time anyway, Xavier. Like you can't steal away for an hour. That's fine. I'll be staying on the strip. Me and my dogs. Hey, cross country cruiser, what's good, my love? It is good to see you in the place. All right, well, we just gonna call you Jeannie over here. Now, Jeannie, as you getting yourself comfortable in this in my classroom, I have to tell the new people always remember the people. You know, it's certain nice people that you can sit by. Sit by Spicy Original, Diamond Pearl Gem, Cross Country Cruiser. It's some nice people. Tracy W. Even Montrez, Sharice Woods, Montrez, Tanya. Those are some of my good pupils to sit next to. Now, all of my pupils are good. All of my pupils are good pupils. However, some of my pupils, you have to be, real acclimated with the class before I let you sit next to them. They kind of mannish. So that's people like Xavier, Harold, they're real mannish over there. They might start rubbing on your inner thigh and stuff over there. So I before you go sit over there, you got to be used to them. You got to know the rules of the class before I let you go over there and sit next to them because they be ooh. Hey, Miss Ray, what's going on, boom? You see, Jason says sit over here. Nope. Now, hey, drinks with D. Now let's be clear. Everybody loves Harold. Harold is everybody's favorite. They literally come here just to say hi to Harold. They say hi to Harold before they even say hi to me. Everybody be like, hey, Harold, we love you, Harold. Oh my God, Harold, 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 Harold. Harold is the favorite son in these parts. He's the one who everybody loves. Me, I'm just here so that, I'm just facilitating the class today. Amber say sit next to her. Remember, I asked you at Really Be about the Easter pageant. The babies did great. Oh, okay. The teenagers not some. Oh, you said the babies did great, but the teenager child, the teenagers they don't be caring. When you still be at church, when you're a teenager at church, that means you come from a church household, and at that time you become a rebel. You really don't want to be there. You really be like, child, I'm just here because my mama making me come, and I'm not here for it. I'm gonna sit in the back. Listen, every church has that section in the back of the church or in the balcony that's just for the teenagers. That's not where you want to go. You don't want to go in that area. Look at Spicy Original. We love our Booski Hero. He's a sweetheart. Hero. Mm-hmm. Ciao. Yeah. Wait, what happened with Amber? Amber, you've been having a rough patch at it. Wait, what Amber said? Yeah, sit next to Amber. Amber's nice. But that Hero and that Xavier, they real mannish over there. They real mannish. But yeah, we do love our Amber over here. Wait, what happened to Amber? I don't even see this. I don't even see what happened. God. There we go. Oh, my auntie. Wait. I just seen it and we have service Saturday at my church. I have to pack. Listen, Amber, we've been keeping you uplifted in prayer. I'm glad you here, Amber. We definitely gonna keep you uplifted in prayer. That God maintains your mental health and your sanity. Because I know sometimes when you go through back to back stuff, your mental starts to kind of and so we definitely gonna be praying for that. And we gonna give you some laughs and some things. Oh, some things. We're gonna certainly give you some laughter and some things to ease your mind and ease the tension and stuff like that. I'm pouring a little half a shot in my drink. Pouring a little half a shot in this drink to liven it up. All right, y'all ready? Let's put some shondos in the chat. We done did all of the pleasant treats. We done got all of the bell ringers out the way. Y'all share, like, share, like. Let the people know we is in the place. Oh, y'all know what? We're gonna have to do old school style today. I have no images today. I just remember I've been working all day. I ain't pulled no images, so I don't have no images. It's fine. It's fine. You know what I could do? Mm, I could hold on, y'all. Hold your line. I could do this. I could do it this way. Um, I could do it this way. You know, there's more than one way to skin a cat. You know that, right? More than one way to skin a goddamn cat. Let's do it this way. That means the story's gonna be way out of order though, but it don't matter. We'll make it do what it do. There's more than one way to skin a cat. See if we can't get some images up here for y'all. It just won't be on my normal. You got your Casamigos? Okay. Mm, mm. All right, y'all. Give me just a second. Let me make sure. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. All right, let's do this way. Let's do it like this. See if I can't make this happen over here. All right. All right. Oh, no, we don't want this one. Dear God, no, we want this one. All right. Let's close you. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know I told y'all it's more than one way to skin a cat, though. I'm over here. Listen, y'all talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. While I talk amongst yourselves while I get this together. Give me just a second. Talk amongst yourselves while we yet get this together. All right. So, all right. Let's put you over here on this screen. Let's make you big. Oh, no, we want this over here. All right. Okay. And let's make this big like that. Bam. Listen, more than one way to skin a cat. See how fast I did that? All right, let's share screen. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And we're gonna go over there. Bam. See how that worked? So listen. Oh, that's good. Oh, that is heavenly. Oh, that's heavenly. So listen. My friends thought I was 20 and I said I was 26. So you know what, Xavier? My best friend told me today to watch Shogun. He said watch it on Hulu. I think it's like what 2 or 3 episodes in, because he and I have our weekly breakdown of all of the TV for the week. So I'm supposed to catch up on Shogun. So I might do that on the plane coming over to Vegas. Since I got time, I'll watch it on Hulu. But yeah, I heard it's seven episodes now. Dear God. Well, I'll try and catch up while I'm on the plane. I got 4 hours, 4+ hours. So I'll do that. Hey, Lemon Kush Pepper. All right. So first thing in the news is not so good news. Shannon Doherty, for those of you all who may remember, she has stage 4 cancer. She has stage 4 cancer. And while she's staying uplifted, she's staying upbeat, she's in good spirits, and firmly believes that medical science can and will help her defeat cancer. But she's been battling this, and she has her mom with her, And she says her mom has been realistic with her and said, listen, we're going to fight, 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 but we're going to prepare as well. So she says that they've literally started the process of preparing for, when she transitions. Things like decluttering the house and cleaning out certain spaces and cleaning out her storage unit, because she may not want certain things to be a burden on her family, and making sure that she has all of her things in place, and just getting all of her affairs in place. But she was diagnosed originally in 2015 with breast cancer, and she did get treatment and it was in remission. But last year, it was announced that the cancer returned, and it was stage 4 and spread to her bones. So, yeah, she said she talked even in January about undergoing a new treatment that they called a miracle treatment that she's hoping will work. But her mom, who's been with her and by her side, has been telling her, listen, we regardless, I'd rather us be prepared and not have to be prepared than us not be prepared at all. So her mom has been working with her about making her preparations and things like that for if and when she should transition. So we're certainly praying for her family, praying for her strength first, and definitely praying for those around her, and so forth. We'll be praying for her to be healed soon. Um, No, I don't want that. Wait, that's not what I want to do, is it? All right. Angel Reese is in the news because last night was the game between Iowa and it was Iowa and LSU. Now, those who follow basketball know that Angel Reese and LSU won the national champion NCAA women's national championship last year. And there was that whole thing where they've sports commentators and pundits really came down on Angel because she did that whole thing like this in Caitlin, what's the white girl name? I can't think of the damn white girl name. Caitlin Clark, that's her name. In Caitlin Clark's face. Now, mind you, Caitlin Clark is the one who do this all the time in people's face and stuff like that. And so when Angel Reese won the game and did it back at her, people had all of these things to say about her, and they gave her the blues. They gave her the business last year about it. And hey, Yana. And so she's really, really, really come under fire. If you remember, she spent part of the season where she was not playing off the roster for part of the season, and they were real hush hush as to why she wasn't playing for part of the season. And she's had a lot going on this season. So last night and they had a matchup in the Elite Eight. Um and Angel Reese and LSU lost to Caitlin Clark and Iowa last night. Hugely watched the game. I even watched parts of it. Actually, before I came up on the whether or not you like it panel, whether you like it or not panel, I was watching that game. And so in her post game press conference, she kind of broke down and she gave some a very emotional response to the end of her season. And she said the following quote: "I've been through so much. I've seen so much. I've been attacked so many times, death threats. I've been sexualized. I've been threatened. I just try to stand strong for my teammates because I don't want them to see me down. and it sucks. But I wouldn't change anything. I'm unapologetically me. I'm always going to leave that mark and be who I am. End of quote. And it was heartbreaking because, like I said, you see how she got vilified last year after they won the championship. She's going through so much this year. Hey Cams, hey Tracy C. And I mean, people have been relentless at this young black girl. There's been a lot of racism, as you can probably imagine, that she's had to endure. Like she said, her getting sexualized, and we're talking about her getting sexualized by both men and women. And she's been open and honest about, in her young life, her being in the limelight, and between her and Caitlin Clark, those are the two biggest names in NCAA. And I'm talking about men and women's basketball, because most of you all can't tell me the name of one or two male NCAA basketball players, but Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark are widely known across the country. So that gives her the ire of a lot of white America, who see Caitlin Clark as, their little golden princess, the great white hope. And they've chronicled her because they've been so here to celebrate her taking down all of the records of all of those dubious, evil, and bad black people, the blacks, and we can rise back to our level of supremacy. Please be clear, that's what white America has been screaming, watching Caitlin Clark. And the fact that Caitlin Clark won last night and beat LSU, which most of the LSU team is black, and most of the Iowa team that Caitlin Clark is on is white. Please be clear. Please be clear. They were here for it. White America was here for all parts of it. Child. And it's nothing against Caitlin Clark. I don't know nothing about Caitlin Clark. I shouldn't say I don't know nothing about her, but I don't have a problem with Caitlin Clark. My problem is white America. White America. I've even seen black people objectify this young lady, vilify this young lady, throw all sorts of venom and vitriol this young lady's way, and she's endured it. Sometimes she's been brash about it. Sometimes she's been very in your face about it. And like in the game before this Elite 8 game, in her Sweet 16 game, when they won that game, one of the coaches, one of the assistant coaches on the other team was saying all of this stuff back and forth to her. And she told that coach, hey, watch your mouth. Like, watch your mouth when you talking to me and my teammates, because you don't know us like that. And you will not be over here, talking to us any kind of way. You're not our coach. Watch your mouth. So I'll be watching the Final Four next week and the championship game next weekend, even though I'll be in Vegas, but that'll give me a chance to bet on it. I'm gonna put some money down on um Caitlin Clark to go down. I'm just saying. But so we definitely lend our support and our ear to Angel Reese, a beautiful black young lady. And I'm sure she'll have a great career in the WNBA and wherever she decides to take her talents. Oh God. Oh dear God. We're already here. I didn't think we were gonna be on this story already, but we're here. We're here. So Raven Simone wants to remind you all when people like her, before I even get to the story, when people like her just open their mouths, it's just so problematic. It just really makes my ass itch. So she wants to remind you what she said before and double down on it and put some extra stank on it. She says, I'm not African American. I'm American, not an African American. Um, let me read this to you before I have to give my commentary and go off. Multi-talented entertainer Raven Simone's mother seems to think Oprah Winfrey had a hand in the Disney star being canceled years ago. The actress spoke about previously being criticized by the world for rejecting the label of African American, expressing that she felt many misunderstood her perspective. Raven Simone reflected on the topic while speaking to her wife Miranda Perman Madej on their podcast Raven and Miranda. The celebrity stated that she wanted to share her refreshed thoughts about the situation as it was recently brought up on Bill Maher's talk show. The TV personality was reporting on actor Idris Elba criticizing the world for being hung up on race and claiming to no longer refer to himself as a black actor. Maher compared Elba's remarks to similar comments Raven Simone made during a 2014 interview with Oprah Winfrey. If you recall, the TV and movie star vehemently told Oprah Winfrey that she didn't want to be referred to as a lesbian or an African American, but just as an American. The media mogul surmised that Raven's comments would set Twitter on fire, which turned out to be true. Thinking back on the outpour of criticism she faced at the time, which ultimately prompted her to issue an apology in a subsequent interview, Raven stated, quote, when that aired, I felt like the entire internet exploded and threw my name in the garbage. There was so much backlash from my community and others that misunderstood, didn't hear the exact words that I said. And the exact words that I said is that I'm an American, not an African American. A lot of people on the internet thought I said that I wasn't black, and I never said that. There's a difference between being black and African, which I say that African American does not align with me. It doesn't mean that I'm negating my blackness or I'm not black. It means I am from this country. I was born here. My mom, my dad, my great, that's what I'm saying, the pure logistics of it. I understand my history. I understand where my ancestors come from. I also understand how my blood, sweat, and tears, how much blood, sweat, and tears they've soaked into this earth in order to create the America that I live in today. Free, happy, tax-paying American citizen. I also know that when I'm in another country, they don't say, hey, look at that African American over there. They say, that's an American, plain and simple. End of quote. I'm going to just leave it right there. Oh, let me add this other part. Hmm. There's so much to unpack here. There's so goddamn much to unpack here. Raven then shared the intense emotions she went through amid the backlash, adding that she believes more people now can relate to what um she said back then. She went on to say, quote, in 2014, I felt attacked, I felt judged and not heard, but I also in the quiet of my own home knew that there were other people in my position that have spoken out about it. Now it feels like society has grown. There are more people that understand the root of what I'm talking about. And I think that the younger generation is starting to break down those barriers of labeling people. End of quote. Further into the discussion, Miranda asked Raven if she felt Oprah set her up for the fiery moment. The actress claimed she didn't think she was set up, but acknowledged feeling that if Oprah reacted more subtly, there's a chance things might not have blown up the way they did. According to Raven, her mother, Lydia Golden, however, was convinced that Oprah intentionally exploited the situation. let me tackle the Oprah part because that's the easy part. That's the easy part. All of y'all already, oh, y'all go with God with Raven. Listen, I'm on my go with God with her too, y'all. But before we send her off to go with God, um, Raven, like Monique, always never want to take accountability for what the fuck they did, for what the fuck they said, for how the fuck they acted. You acted the fool. You said some dumbass shit. You negated the sentiments and feelings of a whole group of people, and then you want to blame Oprah because Oprah told your stupid ass, "Hey, bitch, you about to set Twitter on fire," because there's going to be a lot of people that have a problem with that. Rightfully so. But instead of you taking accountability for what you did, for what you said, you and your stinking ass and mammy want to cast the blame on Oprah. And Oprah ain't got nothing to do with that. In the same vein that Oprah has nothing to do with the fact that Monique is hard to work with. Ma'am, Oprah ain't got nothing to do with what you said. Oprah ain't make you say it. Oprah ain't, have nothing to do with how you were looked at. You did that. Now, let me get up because I hate when it reminds me of Monique when Monique is over here blaming fucking Tyler Perry and Oprah for how she's looked upon, and I'm looking at her the same way. You do come off as hard to work with. You told us that you were hard to work with. You told us you were a bitch. You told us that you were antagonistic to people until your daddy came and showed you the way. Remember, you told us that. And in the same vein, Oprah asked you a question. You answered that question. She didn't feed you answers. She didn't tell you what to answer. She let you answer. When you answered the question, she told your stupid ass, "Hey, bitch, you about to set Twitter on fire because that shit is stupid as hell." Now let's address this whole "I'm not African American, I'm American." What your appropriate answer was, what the appropriate answer was, I prefer to go by the term. I prefer to say that I'm a black that I'm black. I go by black. I know there are a lot of my family members and a lot of my friends, they go by African American. I just choose to say black because that's just how I label myself. Nothing wrong with people who want to label themselves as African American. They have that right. I just simply say I'm black. I do a lot of traveling to a lot of other countries. I've been all over the world. And whenever they see me, all over the world, they see me as a black woman. And that's how I like to identify myself. Because you saying that they're automatically, when you're in another country, going to say you're American, how would they know that? Like the shit that you say is stupid. Then you say, "I don't want to be labeled as a lesbian." So what do you want us to call you, ma'am? I'm, this whole I don't want to be labeled. This whole thing, yeah, I don't know what y'all want me to do with that. All I know is, ma'am, you said some stuff and you kind of dismissed a whole segment of the population that have no problem with that term. You made it seem as if people who want to be called African American, there's a problem with them, instead of you saying, "Hey, I just don't go by the term African American. I just choose to call myself black because that's how I choose to identify." No, nothing, nothing wrong with anybody who wants to be called African American, and left it at that. But you, ma'am, stepped in it. But let's be clear. Let's be clear. I'm surprised that she's even willing to be called black. She's over there with that whole ass white woman. And we had a whole breakdown yesterday about when we talked about Gerard Carmichael, when we started talking about people in the Rainbow Coalition, and people who have key card membership at the Rainbow Coalition compound, who always are dating these white people, who then young LGBTQ plus people have to look at as, you know, the only reflection of themselves that they see, and then they feel we broke that down yesterday. I'm not gonna break that down again today. Just go watch yesterday's video when we talked about Gerard Carmichael. But ma'am, ma'am, go away. Just go away. Like, I just don't understand. Like, she's been weird ever since, you know, a lot of the there's very few, I'm not going to say there's none, but very few child stars grow up to be, you know, normal, fully functioning adults. There's always some situation. I'm not going to say all, because there are some that grew up and just are great people. But a lot of these child stars, there's just something off. There's always some level of arrested development there. There's always some weird little tick about them. There's just always something off-putting about them. They always want to say shit that just is contrarian to everything, antithetical to just what normal, you know, cognitively functioning people would do and say. Just these attempts to always, you know, shine a light on them, like, I'm different, I'm not like the rest of you people, because they've been treated that way since they were a child. Ever since, I mean, Raven Simone was a small child when she first made it to the Cosby Show. So there was always this, oh, you're special, oh, you need spotlight on you because you're the it girl. And then that morphed into her when she became a teenager, when she was on the That's So Raven show. So there's always been, and so now she has these weird moments where she makes these attempts to try to garner more of the spotlight again. And then when the spotlight comes, she acts like she doesn't want the spotlight, but then goes and says these weird ass crazy statements and just says a lot of weird shit that shines more spotlight on her, and she knows that it will shine more spotlight on it. And it's just this just oxymoronic, just it's off-putting. It gives you this like this dirty feeling, and I don't mean dirty like in a sexual way. This dirty feeling like, I don't want you next to me. Go away, get away from me. I don't want you by me. I don't know, ma'am. I don't know. I don't know. You and your white wife, y'all go over there, do all of the things that y'all do. I apparently I can't call you a lesbian because you say that you don't identify as a lesbian, even though as an English teacher and etymologist, words have meanings. And if the meaning of lesbian is a woman who sleeps with another woman, but a woman who has sexual intercourse with another woman, I'm just, this whole, I don't want labels. Oh dear God, I just don't. Oh, I'm just saying, these people, they make my ass itch. And I swear she makes my ass itch. But once again, let's blame Oprah Winfrey, because, you know, a lot of y'all black people love attaching Oprah Winfrey. A lot of y'all, you know, black people like to attach Oprah Winfrey to your problems, and especially these celebrities and stuff like that, and black people on social media. Oprah Winfrey can come out here and say, hi everybody, today's Tuesday, and people gonna drag her in the goddamn comment section and say, no bitch, it's the day after Monday, no whore, it's the fucking day before Wednesday, stinking ass bitch. Like, I don't know what y'all hard on is for Oprah. I don't know what Oprah Winfrey did to y'all. Listen, show me on the doll members of the black delegation where Oprah hurt y'all. I just want y'all to show me on the doll where she hurt you. Because y'all be having a lot of fever and a lot of smoke for Miss Oprah. And Oprah ain't did nothing to you people. Oprah ain't did nothing but try to celebrate black people, to try to make white America be more understand black people more, be more tolerant of black people, open up white America to black spaces, open up white America to some of our black icons and legends and trailblazers who they never would have learned. Oprah ain't did nothing but try to bring black entertainment to the forefront. I just want you bastards to show me on the doll where Oprah hurt y'all, because y'all have a real big fever for it. But I'm gonna tell you what it is. It ain't what she did to them. What it is some of you bastards just hate to see other people winning. Y'all hate the fact that this black woman is a member of the 3 Comma Club. Because for some reason, and she was the first black woman that was a member of the 3 Comma Club, some people in our own community can't stand to see a black woman win. Let's just be clear and honest. And it's a whole lot of men that are black that hate to see a black woman on top or doing better than them. Hey, Angela, but I just want the black community. I need the black delegation to come to the whiteboard and just show me on the doll where Oprah hurt y'all, because y'all got a lot of fever for that woman and she did a goddamn thing. I'm just saying, y'all be here for Oprah. I don't know what the fuck Oprah did to y'all. Like every time Oprah does or say anything, I be like, girl. Oprah ain't did nothing. Hey, Cordell, I agree, Cordell. That they did nothing. They did nothing. But they be ready to pounce on that woman. They pounced on the woman for fucking The Color Purple. Magically, they made Oprah the sole reason why fucking Taraji didn't get paid or whatever didn't happen to Taraji. Mind you, the project was not funded solely by Oprah. There are whole production companies, movie companies, there are whole scores and teams of media conglomerates that Oprah Winfrey got to help pay for this. But you saying that she's solely responsible for, girl, I just don't know, honey. But y'all need to get off Mama Oprah. Oprah ain't did nothing to y'all. Nothing. That's not true, Xavier. That's not true. She was not the reason Taraji did not get paid. That's not true. I'm just saying. Anyway, listen, Raven, go to fuck with God. Go with God. Go with God. Jesus. Because in today's news, oh, okay. I probably read it wrong, Xavier. I'm sorry, boo. I read it wrong. I thought you were saying she was the reason that Taraji didn't get paid. Okay. I'm sorry about that, Xavier. I apologize. My bad. Because we can't have a day in the news cycle without discussing y'all's boy, Sean Combs. In today's news that Sean Combs is giving us, y'all got Uncle Luke back in this. Now, you recall last week, was that last week or was that on Silly Saturday? It was either Silly Saturday or last week. We talked about the fact that this clown, Uncle Luke Skywalker, Luther Campbell, had the audacity to try to tell us, oh no, I went to the Diddy parties, but I magically left early. I always left before, it got into all of that other stuff because I'm not with that gay shit. I ain't with none of that. You expect us to believe? We broke that down last week. The fact that he expect us to believe that when the hired strippers and escorts both male and female, started to come out and get naked and shit, he magically left. This from you, Luke, right? I mean, we know you didn't leave. Nobody believes that. But now, Sissy's realizing nobody's gonna believe him. Hey, Gabby, what's going on? Um, Sissy realizes that nobody believed him. Now he's on Diddy's side. He says he's like, oh my God, why are they targeting uh, Diddy? They need to leave him alone. Child, let me read this mess. Rumors surrounding Sean Diddy Combs and his lifestyle have been circulating for years. So for many, his latest lawsuits and raids have been a long time coming. For Uncle Luke, the answer lies in the mogul being targeted after suing Diageo for negligence last year. There's our conspiracy theory. Remember, the whole reason they said that Bill Cosby went down was because he tried to buy NBC. That made sense. And now Luke is trying to say, yeah, they're coming after him, not because he sexually assaulted a whole lot of people, not because he was allegedly violent to Cassie to the point that she had to file a lawsuit, and within a day he settled that lawsuit because she had real receipts, not because for decades now he has done so many criminal and nefarious things, but because last year he sued Diageo for negligence. And now all of a sudden, the Fed's gonna come raining down on him now. Child, let me read this mess. Quote, when you get your billions and they put you on a pedestal, that's because they put you on a pedestal. What? I'm gonna read that again. I'm gonna read that again for y'all. This is what Luke said. This is why when you take all of those drugs in the 80s and 90s, you forget that it has irreparable damage on the brain, and brain cells are some of the only cells in your body that don't replenish themselves. And at this point in your life, Luther Campbell is coming back to bite you in the ass because this shit ain't making sense. I'm going to read the exact quote. When you get your billions and they put you on a pedestal, that's because they put you on a pedestal. End of quote. What do y'all want me to do with that? I just don't know. I don't know. Don't ask me what it means. I the fuck don't know. I have no idea. I can't make this shit up. I have no idea what the fuck that even means. That is the exact quote. The exact quote is, when you get your billions and they put you on a pedestal, that's because they put you up on a pedestal. Oh, I'm sorry. He added the word up on there. I left the word up off. Let me read it again. That may change it for y'all. I don't know. It may change it for y'all. It didn't change it for me, but that may change it for y'all. Let me read it the right way. When you get your billions and they put you on a pedestal, that's because they put you up on a pedestal. End of quote. Did that change it for y'all? Did that make it make sense for y'all? I'm just, just trying to. I'm just trying to parcel this out for y'all because we know Luther Campbell to be the distinguished rhetorician. We all look at Luther Campbell as the esteemed rhetorician and manipulator of words. Hey, Lucky Strike. Tanya, I can't make sense of it either. Angela, it's English. I read English. mm. Child. Let me continue reading the quote. They made you the guy. They placed you on every network. They sold you to all. They sold you to all y'all on here. They put you up on a pedestal because they need you. It's like some pimp shit. End of quote. I'm wanting somebody, and here I am. I am a rhetorician. I have. I am an etymologist. I am an instructor in the English language, and I cannot break this shit down and make any sense of the buffoonery that we have here. This is what y'all got going on here. Let me continue with the quote. Never bite the hand that feeds you. This is how the major corporations work when you try to come after them. Now you put a lawsuit in, bam. Fuck that shit. I'm suing their ass. I'm taking their company down. This man cost that liquor company billions of dollars. End of quote. I'm y'all want to hear y'all do y'all need to hear him say this? Do you want to see the actual footage? Put a 27 in the chat if you need me to play the video of him saying this. I just need to know. If y'all tell me to play the video, I'll play the video for you. I will play the video for you because maybe I'm reading it wrong. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. Tracy says, lower your understanding back to only the middle school Florida education system. You might understand better. Listen, if I had to suffer through it, y'all got to suffer through it. Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold on. Rewind it back. Hold your line. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, y'all gonna get it. Y'all getting all of this. If I had to suffer through it, y'all got to suffer through it too. All right. Like to hear it go.
When you go and you get these billions and you see them put you up on a pedestal, that's because they put you up on a pedestal. They made you the guy. They placed you on every network. They sold you to all y'all on here. They gave you 5 million followers. They put all this, they dress you up like a fucking hoe on the street. They gave you the Bugattis. They gave you the mansions on 2 different coasts. They put you up on a pedestal because they need you. It's like some pimp shit. When you got your main girl, you dress her up and she look like this and look like that and do this and you march her into the big room. I'm telling you. So when they put you on that motherfucking pedestal, and then you start thinking it's about you and you want to take over their shit, them people look back like this. Hold on, who the fuck they think he is? Oh, we'll show you better than we can tell you. Then they'll try to reason with you and they'll talk to your manager because your manager look like them. And they'll be like, hey, man, tell your man to chill out, you know? And then the manager come in and he trying to keep his job. Hey, guy, calm down. And then you go walk around like it's all about you. You got all the cars and the mansions and the jets and all the yachts and all this and all the people running around. You talking about, yeah. And now you want to fight. Now you want to bite the hand that feeds you. Don't your mama ever always tell you that? Your mama say, never bite the hand that feeds you. And so this is how the major corporations work when you try to come after them. Now you put a lawsuit in. Bam, lawsuit. Fuck that shit. I'm suing their ass. I'm take their company down. Fuck that shit. they taking my brand and my name and likeness and they making millions of dollars. I want out of this contract. And now, mind you, these people on the stock market, they stock go down 5%. That just cost them some billions. So they're looking at this motherfucker to the shareholders. This motherfucker is affecting our stock. They gotta hold on. You just fucked up some billions of dollars. These are major corporations that are on the stock market that you can affect their stock and cost them in one day billions of dollars by having their stock drop because your sneakers, you telling people you don't want them selling your sneakers. Or you don't want them they stealing money from you, ain't paying you off the liquor. Them people like, hold the fuck on. Okay, get the lawsuit. Now when you get the lawsuit, you got to go to the judge, state judge. They definitely own the state judge because they're going to buy up the number one law firm who put the most money into the state judge, into the local judge campaign to make him the local judge. Big bank take little bank. It goes back to CeeLo. The federal judge, they're going to then find out who.
I just don't have it. Listen, I don't have it in me, y'all. This video have a whole nother 3.5 minutes. I don't have it in me, y'all. I don't have it in me. I cannot. Oh, God. I cannot listen to another 3.5 minutes of this. What do y'all want from me? God, I deserve a contribution to this channel because I had to listen to that whole 7 minutes the first time. And now I had to just listen to a whole nother 3.5 minutes this time. Hey, MVN, I didn't even see you roll up in here. Hey, Leander Butler, what's going on? Listen. I don't know what y'all want from me. Listen. I'm gonna quote the man again for y'all because y'all think y'all heard it yourself. The man said, and I quote, when you get your billions and they put you on a pedestal, that's because they put you up on a pedestal. Listen, I've not heard greater words spoken since Michael Jackson told us in his famed song, "Wanna Be Starting Something," quote, "If you can't feed your baby, then don't have a baby." Some of the greatest words ever. Listen, we gotta put that shit up on a get that shit posted up somewhere. Michael Jackson in the 80s told us, if you can't feed your baby, then don't have a baby. Luke follows that up in 2024. They put you on a pedestal. That's because they put you up on a pedestal. Listen, why y'all don't have this young man up in somebody's pulpit preaching the gospel? Hey, beautiful son. Why he is not up in somebody's pulpit leading souls to Christ? I don't know. Y'all are missing out on Pastor, Apostle, Bishop Luke. Okay, that's his next great calling. I have not heard such great words in my life, but I'm not listening to another 3.5 minutes. If y'all got it in y'all to listen to the rest of that, not that you say Bishop Whitehead church will be free soon. I'm not doing this with you, Tracy. Listen, exactly, Spicy. Where's the Pulitzer? Baby, listen. He's going to get the Nobel Prize for Literature. Listen, the man will be heralded as a rhetorician for the rest of time, throughout the annals of time. Remember, he penned and coined this great epic piece of rhetoric, this great epic piece of literature and dialogue. And I quote, "Don't stop, pop that pussy, let me see you doo-doo brown." Listen, what else do you want? I don't know what else y'all want. I could see that shit carved in stone at religious buildings and people praying to it. I don't know what y'all want from me. I'm just here. I'm just here giving y'all the story. That's all I'm here doing. I'm just giving y'all the news. Y'all looking at me like I made this. I didn't do any of this. Right. Children will be studying it 300 years from now. Rajon Rondo retired. That's because he need to come home and stay and spend more time with me. Harold. I talked to him about that, Harold. Harold, I told him it was time. Nobody else was gonna give him a chance. So he's just gonna come home. I'll take care of him. I got him. Don't worry about Rajon. He's gonna be right here at the house. And I'll make sure I rub his feet and rub his back and rub other parts and make sure he feel good. Don't worry about it. Harold, I got him. But I'm saying, we talking about one of the great orators in humankind, one of the greatest orators we've ever seen. You heard it yourself. One of the greatest orators we've ever heard this side of heaven. And y'all over here talking. The man said the people came down on Diddy because he sued that liquor company last year. Quote, "When you get your billions and they put you on a pedestal, that's because they put you up on a pedestal." I sure will be saying that, Spicy Original, but I'll look better doing it. I don't know what y'all want from me. Listen, Luke, we don't got nothing else for you, sir. As we say around these parts, and we said, so you know what? Since I don't have a sugar spike moment, I feel like this was our sugar spike moment. So, where's Larry? Larry, just come let us know that this was our sugar spike moment. Larry, do your job.
Oh, God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major sugar spike.
So loved the world, I want to fight. That he gave, his only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major sugar spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
Jesus. Now listen. Know what y'all want from me. Go with God, Luke. Go with God. Kanye West is making news. And while normally when we see the face of Kanye West, what do? We put our hashtag ABC in the chat. So I'll let you put your hashtag ABCs in the chat. But unfortunately, we have to address this. Normally, Kanye, you are the proverbial hashtag ABC. Why? Because a bitch can't. A bitch can't. A bitch just can't. A bitch can't Kanye with you. However, we do have a serious story. We do have a serious story to discuss with you, Kanye. I'm just saying. So, dear God. So, Kanye, you always embattled in some fuck shit and fuckery. Always got some lawsuits and some shit. Child, let me read this for y'all. Kanye West is being taken to court by a former employee who's claiming Kanye openly had some bizarre plans for kids attending his Donda Academy and openly espoused anti-Semitic rhetoric at the school. Trevor Phillips just filed suit against Kanye West, saying he was brought on to the Yeezy org in late 2022, right around the time Kanye's anti-Semitism controversy reached its peak, and explains he was tasked with growing the cotton production for Kanye's fashion line. Let me stop right there. Let me tell you, and this comes from TMZ. Let me tell you something, TMZ. Anytime you mention cotton and you telling me that somebody's responsible for increasing cotton production, that shit is fucking triggering for us black people. You're just not gonna be over here talking about cotton production and uh, you know, maintaining cotton production and shit like that without triggering us black people. Let me go back to the story. However, according to court documents obtained by TMZ, Trevor Phillips claims his duties quickly expanded and started to encompass handling Donda Donda Academy as well, which he says started to exp- which he started to experience as a result of Kanye's public rants. In fact, he claims Kanye frequently shared his anti Semitic views with Donda Academy staffers and also around students. During one particular meeting, Trevor Phillips alleges that Kanye was spewing anti Semitic rhetoric as he announced in front of two children he wanted to shave their heads and intended to put a jail at the school, threatening students to be locked in cages under his proposed plan. In the suit, Trevor Phillips also describes a bizarre incident when he met Kanye at the Nobu Hotel in Malibu. Kanye allegedly to complained to the staff about the fact that Batman wasn't playing in the room they were in, and then said, quote, "These Jews are greedy," end quote, and declared, quote, "Hitler was great," end of quote. And he also said, quote, "He's the reason we have cars," end of quote. Kanye also talked about having a porn addiction, according to Phillips, who claims in the lawsuit Kanye told him he used to have orgies every day, but now he's just masturbating a lot. During this same encounter, Trevor Phillips claims Kanye declared he intended to go on the attack against the gay people too, allegedly saying, quote, "Gay people are not true Christians, and gay people are controlled by Bill Gates, so they don't have children for population control." End of quote. Trevor Phillips also alleges that Kanye had made a habit of berating and bullying black employees, including himself at at Donda Academy. In the end, he says he was fired by Kanye on a whim in May of 2023 during one of Kanye's Sunday services. He claims he later learned he was fired because Kanye didn't like the garden on display during the Sunday service. Trevor Phillips is suing Kanye for discrimination, harassment, hostile work environment, and a host of other things. And he's seeking major damages. We've reached out to Kanye, that's TMZ. So far, no word back. Listen, I need for Pam, the law intellect, to break this down, to get the legal briefs and the court documents, and break this down for us like only she can. I don't know how to fuck us over here at the Rainbow Coalition compound at the in the G corridor of the Rainbow Coalition compound had anything to do with this. Sir, we're not bothering you. We're not featuring you. We ain't got nothing to do with you. So those of us over here at the G corridor in the Rainbow Coalition compound, leave us the fuck out of it. We don't have a goddamn thing to do with Bill Gates. Most of the people on the G corridor or the Rainbow Coalition compound can't even tell you who the fuck Bill Gates is. So how the fuck you got us raveled and enthralled in with Bill Gates and everything? We the fuck don't know. But we vehemently deny anything that Kanye West has to say about us down here to the G corridor of the Rainbow Coalition compound. We don't want no parts of this. We don't have anything to do with this. Leave us the fuck alone. Now, your fever that you have for the Jewish community, so that's between you and them. I have nothing. We have nothing to do with that. But leave those of us down here to the Rainbow Coalition compound the fuck alone. We ain't got a goddamn thing to do with none of this. None of it. Sir, we don't have nothing to do with none of this. I don't have this type of time to deal with you and what you got going on, Kanye. It's not our problem. We should have kept you in the ABCs. Why? Because a bitch just can't. Hey, Quintessential, how you doing, boo? Kanye, we don't have this type of time. Go with God. Go with God. Oh, dear God. Vince McMahon is in the news. Mm, 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 mm. Hey, Quintessential, you know ooh, that popped out of my mouth. That wasn't cute. Hey, Quintessential, you know we love you, girl. Girl, you know we love you. So Vince McMahon is in the news. So apparently, one of his accusers, whose name is Janelle Grant, wrote him love letters after the alleged assault. Now, she claims she was coerced into writing those love letters. I mean, let me read this. I don't know what y'all want from me. Janelle Grant, whose bombshell lawsuit landed a day before the wrestling icon abruptly stepped down as executive chairman of WWE parent TKO Group Holdings, penned a lengthy email to McMahon dated December 24th, 2021, in which she claimed him, quote, my best friend, my love, and my everything, end of quote. She also wrote in that letter on December 24th, 2021, I'm sorry, that email she sent to him, quote, after almost 3 years together, it's like my life isn't even real to me unless you're there and in it, and I'm sharing it all with you. End of quote. The love struck letter stands in contrast to the allegations in her explosive lawsuit filed in Connecticut federal court in January, which claimed that McMahon allegedly defecated on her head during a threesome in May of 2020, some 18 months before she wrote the alleged love letter. But her attorney is telling news outlets that McMahon actually instructed her to write the note. Her attorney says, quote, frankly, it's pretty disgusting that Vince's weeks late attempt to defend his horrendous behavior he claims to this day never happened, is to try to showcase letters that Vince himself coerced her to write. His psychological torture of her continues, as is typical of abusive predators who respond to women explaining, I'm sorry, who respond to women speaking out with increased threats. While Janelle isn't a stranger to his intimidation tactics, this is a new low even for him. End of quote. Asked about the coercion allegations, McMahon's attorney said, quote, this is revisionist history. No one coerced Miss Grant to write that letter. She wrote it of her own accord. The fact that the letter shows it was the 24th draft speaks volumes. End of quote. She went on to say, quote, nowhere in her voluminous complaint that is replete with fabrications does she mention being coerced into such behavior. The language of the letter is consistent with other communications she made to Mr. McMahon over the course of their consensual relationship. End of quote. Meanwhile, a spokesperson for the accuser, Miss Grant, revealed that on December 21st, 3 days before sending the letter, Grant texted McMahon that she had surgery on her pointing finger, saying, quote, I think I'm tapping today. I think I'm tapping out today. End of quote. In the alleged text exchange obtained by news outlets, which was not included in Miss Grant's lawsuit, but alleged as genuine by a spokesperson for Miss Grant, McMahon responded, quote, damn it, sorry, baby. End of quote, following it with two heart emojis. She then texted him back, quote, how will I write your letter? I can type and read it or try to write in a couple days. I'm so sorry if I messed this up. I want you to have a nice letter. Sad face emoji. End of quote. Grant's representatives, who asked to remain unnamed, also said that Grant had written love letters at McMahon's request so many times that she reported to padding them with existing material from pop culture, including a GQ interview with Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly, published 2 months before Grant's letter. In the GQ piece, for example, author Molly Lambert said the celebs relationships, quote, the carnal component is clearly off the charts, but they can also be sweet and funny. End of quote. Language that was lifted nearly word for word from Grant's letter. Listen, this is getting real involved. Real involved. Real involved. Sir, I don't know if you coerced her. She wrote it on her own. She liked you. She didn't like you. At the point where we involved scat, I checked the fuck out. At the moment, dear sir, when any of this involves human excrement raining down on another human, we check the fuck out and we want no parts of it. I don't know what else y'all want. Some people say they find it funny that if he coerced you into writing that letter, then why didn't you include that in your original complaint? I promise you, I don't know. I promise you, I have nothing to do with this. I promise you, Vince McMahon is still vile. Whether or not she didn't liked you at one point and stopped liking you, the woman has a lawsuit against you, and you'll have your day in court. Let the jury and the court of law deal with this. I have nothing to do with this. I don't know what you want from me. I'm with you, Xavier. I don't know who to believe. I don't know who to believe. I don't have nothing to do with this. I don't have nothing to do with this. Baby, I told you I checked the fuck out at the moment we start talking about human excrement exiting one person's body and raining down on someone else's body. That is where We in the black delegation, see, that's us black people over here. That's where we check out. Those of us in the black delegation over here, we check the fuck out when you start involving human excrement. I'm just saying, sir, ma'am, we have nothing for you. Go with God. So, if you live in the great state of California, you got some great news today. So, or in the last couple days. So, apparently, we got good news coming out of the great state of California. Minimum wage at fast food restaurants will now be set at $20. Let me say that again. Let me do the math on that. Hold on. Let me get my calculator. Hold on, y'all. Let me do the math. 20 times 40, right? $20 an hour, $40 a week times 52. That's $41,600. That's almost $42,000. That ain't bad. That's more than I was making my first year teaching. Now, that was a long time ago, but that's more than I was making my first year teaching. I'm just being honest. And the fact that you still have school districts around the country whose starting salary is $40,000. And now I can go flip some burgers, shake, 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 shake the oil off the fries, and throw them in the little fry bin and throw some salt on there and make almost $42,000. I ain't mad at it. Now that I don't know, I mean, I guess it won't matter, Xavier, because whether or not they pay it to one person or they pay it to three people, to the company, they still paying out that money because you still gonna need a certain amount of workers per hour. So if you say, okay, we need over the course of an 8-hour period, we need at least 5 workers, right? And you say, okay, we're gonna pay 10 workers for 4 hours apiece, or pay 5 workers 8 hours, the money is still the money. I'm just saying. Jaya say, being from Cali, listen, I don't know. It's a lot of people with degrees making $42,000 and looking crazy because they were like, now wait a minute, how's my student working down here that I teach? How is my student that I'm teaching gonna leave my classroom, go to work, and make more money than me? I'm just saying. Now, let's be clear. In today's America, especially in the great state, the fact that those people were making 725 in California, that's more than they make in Florida. I think I think the minimum wage in Florida is still 6 something. I might be wrong. Well, hold on. It might be up to 725. Hold on. Let's see. Minimum wage in Florida. Minimum wage in Florida, has gone up to $12 an hour. Shout out to Florida. That still ain't nothing. Ain't no shout out to Florida. $12 an hour ain't shit. I wonder what's the minimum wage in Georgia. Minimum wage in Georgia. Ooh, is 725. Wow. Wow. Minimum wage in Georgia is $7.25. Wow. Just wow. Let me see what the minimum wage over there in Alabama is. 725. Oh, listen. Listen. You're welcome to move. You ain't got to move that. Move to Florida. As much as y'all talk bad about Florida, Florida at least got $12 an hour. It's supposed to go up. Let me see what it is right now. Xavier in Nevada, 10.25, and effective July 1st is supposed to go up to $12. Shout out to Florida. Florida already got $12 an hour if you need them. If you need them. So, I'm just saying, I'm not mad at it. Let them people make that money. These billionaires making their money hand over foot, making money hand over foot, collecting billions upon billions. But y'all want to give people pennies. Oh, let me see what New York is. Let me see. New York in Nueva York. So it depends on where you are. In New York City, the minimum wage is $15. In Long Island and Westchester, the minimum wage is $15. In the remainder of New York is $14.20. A decent part of Los Angeles will run you $2,100 to $2,800 per month for student. That's it's the, Stephanie. It's the same way in Miami. If you live in Miami, you could have an efficiency and be paying $2,000 a month for an efficiency. And I'm not even making this up. I'm not even lying to you. You could stay in the hood in a 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom in the hood and be paying $2,500 an hour. I mean, not $2,500 an hour, $2,500 a month. I'm not even making this up in Miami. Miami's cost of living is just stupid and ridiculous. So, hey, shout out to California. They say they're here for it. We know you can't live on that, Trace. You can't live on $14.20 a hour. And then the fact that when you're talking about how much you're gonna make an hour, God forbid you got to take off work. You got to leave early. For some reason, your store don't open that day and you not getting your money that day. It's not like you salaried. If you don't go to work, your ass don't get paid. And what are they doing about the benefits? Where are we at on benefits? Do they get sick leave? Do they get vacation time? Because people need a vacation. When you over here doing this back breaking ass work, you need a vacation. My job give me sick leave. I get vacation. I get paid holidays, and I get 1 day each quarter for a mental health day. They just started that 2 years ago. We get 1 day a quarter where we get to take a mental health day. So I get 4 mental health days a month. Now, if you don't take your mental health day in that month, I mean in that quarter, it does not roll over. They don't let your mental health days roll over. But you do get to take 1 mental health day a quarter. So Tracy say her old 1 bedroom was 29, 2,000, like basically $3,000 a month. You see what I'm saying? A mess. A mess. Leland say she in Virginia and it's through the roof. Listen, what they don't understand is the fact that you still have several. I've read off several states that is, and the fact that the federal government, the 725 is the minimum wage, is the federal government's minimum wage, and the fact that the federal government in these yet to be United States of America under the Joseph Robinette Biden administration is okay with the federal minimum wage being $7.25 is criminal. 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 What are you supposed to do with $7.25 an hour? That's barely enough to even pay somebody's light bill. That's one bill. Let me see how much that is. Let me do the math on that. 725 times 40 is $290 a week. And you multiply that times 52, that is $15,080 a year. What the fuck? And that ain't even including the fact that they got to take out taxes of that. So you don't went from 15,000 probably close to like 12,000. What the fuck are you supposed to do with that? A mess. And Washington Cole, what's going on? Said that the minimum wage in the state of Washington is $16.28. I'm here for it, state of Washington. But a lot of fast food places like McDonald's start at $18. I'm here for it. It's a mess. What are you going to do with $7.25? Criminal. Criminal. And the fact that they were fighting progressives when progressives were screaming from the rooftops that we needed a livable minimum wage, and they were talking about the federal minimum wage, but Democrats and Republicans alike fought the progressives on that and still don't even entertain the conversation of a $15 federal minimum wage. Don't even entertain the conversation. Just a mess. Diddy has been uninvited to the Met Gala. Are we surprised? Sir, you thought you was going to keep your invite? And you around here got freak off parties, motherfuckers getting their backs blown out in the bathroom down to your parties. Women and men alike are accusing you of sexual assault. You got the Department of Homeland Security raining down on you in dramatic fashion all over news outlets. And you think that Anna Wintour and the people are going to let you roll your ass down to the Met Gala? Girl, you're reaching. Diddy girl, Diddy. Diddy girl, Diddy. I know you ain't think you still had an invite. I just, sir, I just knew you don't think. Listen, I'm sure if I look hard enough on Twitter, somebody is right now pinning a series of tweets detailing their time that they were invited to one of your little freak offs. Knockout said that you invite. Where's Xavier? Xavier, come to the whiteboard. Didn't Knockout say he was invited to one of the freak offs at one point? Didn't Knockout say that he was one of the regulars that Diddy would invite down to his freak offs? Remember, Diddy got a tight. Diddy like you with big meat, and we know Knockout got big ass meat. So, chow. Catherine Powell, you say one bedroom start at $900. I need to move where you at. That's in what part of Pennsylvania that is? Catherine, we all need to move there. Shit, I need to be paying that. Listen, Knockout said he was there. Knockout said he was there. He also said Stevie and Trey Songz. Well, we know Trey Songz get down. Talk to the people down to the great state of Virginia. The kids, the girls down to the great state of Virginia can give you a whole lot of stories. Hey, Lady Bell, you real late to my class today. You real late. Go see one of the hall monitors. They'll take care of you, Lady Bell. You real late to class today. How you doing, Lady Bell? Ciao. But listen, the people down to the great state of Virginia can give you some great heralded story. And when I say the people, I'm talking about the girls. And when I say the girls, I'm talking about the girls on the jacked down to the great state of Virginia can give you some great stories on one Tremaine, one Mr. Trey Songz. But we're not going down this road. Diddy, I don't know what to tell you, sir. You can watch it on television with the rest of us because you will not be invited. You just better hope you watching it on the television at your house and not sitting next to your boo thing, Rufus and them down to D Block or Cell Block 4. Sir, I don't know what to tell you. Go with God. I don't have nothing for you, sir. Go to fuck with God. Go with God. I think that's our last story of the day. Let me make sure I cleared the dossier. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. Listen. We cleared the dossier just in time. Listen, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed yourself today. Programming note: I will be over on Darren Green's channel tonight. We will be discussing Summer House Martha's Vineyard tonight. We will also be discussing the Real House Skanks of Potomax, part one of their reunion. Tracy, can you put Darren Green's channel link in the chat? Or if he already set up the live, I think he already set up the live. Put the link to the live in the chat for me. I'll be there at 8 o'clock tonight. Let me see if Really B have her live set up so I can send y'all over to Really B. Send y'all over to my sister. That's my sister, Really B. That is my sis. We go way back. Way back. Thank you, Tracy. So Diddy guilty, and so is his kids. Is that the verdict? Baby, I don't know. That's why I said he better hope that he can watch it from his house and not from D block or cell block number 4 or from behind bars. Now, if you asking me what I think, I believe every part of it. I believe every part of it. Every part of it. We've been chronicling Diddy and all he got going on for some time now. Please be clear. We've monitored this for a long time. Right. I just thank you, Tracy. I just did that set up for y'all to go over that. Now listen. I'm gonna go have me something to eat. Listen, let me put down at the bottom. Here are ways to contribute to the platform. Why? Because y'all sat up here and made me listen to the greatest orator of all time, Luther Campbell. Y'all made me listen to that young man. I listened to the full 7-minute video and then had to come back and listen to a whole nother 3.5. I deserve a good piece of change just for having to endure that. The man said they put you on a platform because they put you up on a platform. I mean pedestal, not platform. They put you on a pedestal because they put you up on a pedestal. That's what the man said. No greater words have ever been said. Listen, move to the side, Michael Jackson, with your famous words. If you can't feed your baby, then don't have a baby. Move that to the side for they put you on a pedestal because they put you up on a pedestal. I'm just trying to tell you, listen. Write it down, mark it down. It is what it is. Great words. I'm about to go get me something to eat, y'all. I'm real hungry. So I'm about to go get me some dinner. I don't know what I want yet. I know I don't want to cook. So I might go over to Wingstop or something like that. I don't know what I want, but I know I don't want to cook. I know that I don't want to cook. So I'm about to go pick up something to eat. Listen, y'all, as I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. Had a lot of new people here today. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all subscribe. We have a great time over here. Down here to the L Teddy 27. And we have a really good time here every day. So, and we're gonna keep it moving and keep it pushing. We'll be back tomorrow. Understanding that tomorrow is my last day of the week that I'll be live because I'm going on vacation. And I'm gonna have a great time. Anyway, put some shondos in the chat if you had a good time today. Go ahead and put some shondos in the chat before we get out of here. Thank you. Tanya was right. Tanya was locked and loaded with that shondo. Put some shondos in the chat. I'm going to send y'all over to my good sis Really B. Y'all stay right there while I send y'all over there so we can go over to my sis class and y'all can have some fun over there. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out of here. Love y'all.